Welcome back to the Wonderful Elementary Writers Podcast. We're excited to share our quarter 2 pieces with you. We have 2 amazing 6th grade writers in the podcast studio with us today, and their assignment was to write a 5-paragraph expository essay on a national park of their choice. Did you get to choose your national park, Colton?
Yes, we did.
Awesome. Okay, so we have Colton with us first, and he's going to read his piece. But before we get started, what are you most proud of in this writing process?
I'm most proud of using quality words and adjectives in my writing.
Very nice. Okay, well, why don't you tell us what the title is, and you can share it with us.
Of course. Redwood National Park. Throughout the United States, there are many beautiful and majestic national parks. These national parks are very distinguished because they showcase gorgeous areas of land. They are also critical because they protect natural ecosystems and defend the depleting wildlife. Lastly, these natural landscapes foster learning and knowledge. Redwood National Park is a valuable part of America's nature and is necessary to preserve because of its rich history, magnificent landscape, and stunning wildlife. Redwood National Park has a splendid and intricate history. Many groups of indigenous people, such as the Yurok, Hopi, Taula, and Cook tribes, called Redwood and the surrounding areas their home and lived happily here before European contact. These peoples lived along the coast in small villages interlinked by a complex economic, religious, and social system. During the mid-18th century, upon hearing of gold, people came flocking from all over the country to seek their fortune. These American settlers pushed natives off their ancestral homes, and though some did resist, they could not stand against the hardened Americans. These newly arrived opportunists needed housing, so they were as dependent on lumber as they were on finding gold. As a result, 2 million acres of colossal redwood trees posed as an easy option for finding the lumber they needed. From that point on, redwoods started to disappear at a rapid rate, as more and more advanced methods for felling trees emerged. Entire acres of these ancient giants completely vanished. By the 1960s, due to World War II, housing, and rapid expanse, nearly 90% of redwood trees were gone. Throughout the 1960s, Lucille Vineyard and many others fought against the logging industries, but it wasn't until 1968 that it was established as a national park. Sadly, today, only 100,000 acres remain. It is important to protect Redwood National Park because it has an astounding history and many key elements that make it unique. Aside from its bountiful history, Redwood National Park is also known for its majestic key elements. Throughout its central features include Fern Valley, Stoke Grove, Gold Bluffs Beach, and Triumph Falls, and Jedediah Smith Redwood National State Park. Perhaps the most honorable feature is the world's tallest tree. Named Hyperon after a titan from Greek mythology symbolizing heavenly light, this behemoth of a tree stands at about 115 meters, or 380 feet tall. This is an astounding height that makes it taller than the Statue of Liberty or Big Ben. The Redwood National Parks are home to many exotic and endangered species. These animals include the marbled murrelet, western snowy plover, northern spotted owl, and stellar sea lion. Nevertheless, the most important part of Redwood National Parks are the redwoods themselves. The redwood is the world's largest tree, and it's not uncommon for one tree to go 300 feet tall and 20 feet wide. A redwood can live well over 1,500 years because of its thick 12-inch bark, which can resist disease, parasites, and harmful animals. Harmful animals, and even fire. Its health is also credited to the Douglas trees, western hemlock, tan oaks, and many shrubs and blooms which create rich, diverse soil for the redwoods. The national park has many stunning landforms and wildlife that are very important to preserve. For many reasons, Redwood National Park is necessary to preserve. First, redwoods, due to their enormous size, cleanse the air of carbon dioxide and make it safer to breathe. Therefore, the preservation of redwoods is not only beneficial but mandatory as the quality of air continues to weaken. Additionally, the conservation of redwoods would make the world more beautiful and allow people to surround themselves in a lovely natural setting. Lastly, the national parks promote learning and uphold the ideal that clean air, beauty, and knowledge are wonderful gifts we can give further generations. Redwood National Park must be preserved. Redwood National Park is a valuable part of America, of the United States, because of its intriguing history, lush wildlife, and henceforth must be preserved. Redwood National Park was established in 1968 and is known for being the home of the world's tallest tree. In the immortal words of President Theodore Roosevelt, there is nothing so American as our national parks. The fundamental idea behind the national parks is that the country belongs to the people, and that is the enrichment of the lives of all. This illustrates the beauty and connection to our country and the importance the national parks has to the American people. In conclusion, Redwood National Park is an amazing part of nature, and the world could never be the same without it.
Incredible job. That's a really wonderful piece. I'm super proud of you. And it's so educational. I learned so much about the history of the redwoods. Quick personal question. Have you ever seen the redwoods?
No, I haven't.
Oh, that might have to be your next trip. Mm-hmm. Great job, Colton. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Well, we are excited to have our second sixth grade reader this afternoon in the podcast studio. We have Grayson, and he is going to share his expository piece on his national park of choice. Grayson, before you start reading, what was the part in this writing process that you're most proud of?
I'm most proud of the research that I did to do this. It took a decent amount of research, and I just think the research really helped it.
That's great. Wonderful. I can't wait to hear it.
Sequoia National Park. In the United States of America, there are 63 national parks. National parks are normally made for 3 reasons. They will protect the natural ecosystems in each area, park rangers will educate the visitors about the history of the national park, and to display the beauty of nature to everyone. Sequoia National Park is widely recognized for its history, ecosystem, key elements, and importance to preserve. Sequoia National Park is known for the rich history it has. The park was founded on September 25, 1890 as a second national park to be established. Benjamin Harris signed the legislation to make it a national park. It has the tallest tree in the world by volume. The oldest tree in the park is 3,266 years old. Aside from its rich history, Sequoia National Park has some wildly interesting facts and key features. There are many ways Sequoia National Park can be known for, especially its key features. About 1.15 million people visit the giant park every year. The park is nicknamed the Giant Forest due to its massive sequoias and trees. The Great Park contains the General Sherman tree, which is the tallest tree in the world by volume. Mount Whitney, which is included at the park, is the tallest mountain in the lower 48 states of the United States. There are also canyons that are carried by rivers and glacier towers. Sequoia National Park not only has amazing key features, but it also has several important reasons to protect it. Sequoia National Park is extremely important for many reasons. First, it was fashioned to be guarded so loggers won't chop off all the trees. It was the first national park to be formed to protect a living organism. President Benjamin Harris signed the amazing park to be protected. Sequoia National Park was formed to protect a large-scale ecosystem east of Central Valley. Sequoia National Park is a historic landmark in the United States. Sequoia National Park is amazingly recognized for its rich history, massive trees, key features, and importance to protect nature. Sequoia National Park was signed September 25, 1890 as a second national park. The legislation was signed to make it a national park by Benjamin Harris. A quote about the glorious park states, "The world is big and I want to have a good look at it before it gets dark." This quote is important because it describes the beauty of Sequoia National Park itself. In addition to all these key features, Sequoia National Park will be forever known for all of its tall trees and giant forests.
Amazing. Great job. I'm so proud of you guys. I can tell the amount of time the research took and then the drafting and the revising to create such wonderful pieces. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you.
This episode has been a production of the Capistrano Valley Christian Schools Podcast Network. Capistrano Valley Christian Schools is a Christian JK-12 school in San Juan Capistrano, California. Be sure to check out, subscribe to, and leave a review of this show and the other shows on our network on your podcast player of choice. Doing so supports the school community in a multitude of ways. For more information about the CVCS Podcast Network or any of our other shows, check out cvcs.org or email podcasts@cvcs.org. On behalf of the whole network, this is Mr. Jasper saying thank you again for listening and stay tuned for more.